Welcome to VLearn. This is session number 13 on software project management. In this session, we are going to cover topics software evolution, software maintenance, evolution process, and system re-engineering. Here in the सॉफ्टवेयर चेंज अबाउट हम आपको पता है कि नए सॉफ्टवेयर जब क्रिएट करते हैं न्यू वर्जन्स रिलीज होते हैं बिकॉज देर सम टाइम रिक्वायर्ड टू बी चेंजेस इन द सॉफ्टवेयर as it move towards new changes are required. So how we do it and how we can maintain it, we will cover in this session. So there the software changes inevitable, as you know the new techniques will come, so we need to be maintain it. New requirement that emerge when the software is used and the business environment the changes. जैसे कि आपको पता है बिजनेस के अंदर हमें हर कुछ टाइम पीरियड बाद कुछ चेंजेस रिक्वायर्ड होते हैं. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट हमें सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर चेंजेस भी ज़रूरत पड़ते हैं. एरर मस्ट बी रिपेयर, उसके अंदर कुछ एरर्स आने की वजह हमें कुछ ठीक करेक्शन कराने के लिए भी चेंजेस की जरूरत पड़ जाती है. न्यू कंप्यूटर्स एंड इक्विपमेंट इज एडेड टू द सिस्टम, या फिर हमें कुछ सिस्टम में कुछ न्यू इक्विपमेंट्स ऐड करवाते हैं तो दैट मे रिक्वायर टू बी चेंजेस. एंड दैट अडेप्ट सॉफ्टवेयर फॉर अ न्यू प्लेटफॉर्म, किसी न्यू प्लेटफॉर्म नया सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल करवाना है. एंड द परफॉर्मेंस और रिलायबिलिटी ऑफ द सिस्टम दैट मे हैव टू इम्प्रूव. So there are some key problems of the organization that implementing and manage the change to their existing software system. There are some importance of evolution, why every time some need to be evolve the new version of the software. So there is the organization that have huge investment in the system software or the software system you can say. आपको पता है कि अभी हम कोई सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलप करते हैं तो उस पर कितना इन्वेस्ट होता है, कितना अमाउंट लगता है. तो दैट्स वेरी लार्ज अमाउंट. सो वी नीड टू बी वी कांट लॉस द टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ दिस. सो वी कैन मेक चेंजेस एज द रेगुलर इंटरवल एज इज रिक्वायर्ड. So to maintain have the value of these asset to business, and they must change and update. So there is a majority of the software budget in the large company is to devote it to evolving existing software rather than the developing new software. So one is example here, like the 90% of software cost is the evolution cost. Sometimes आप कुछ जितना भी cost software में हर बार निकलता है इसके अंदर, तो जितने भी आप changes करते हो that is about the 90%. Next is here some software maintenance that is to be also required in the software when some changes are done in the software. So अगर किसी में हम कुछ changes करते हैं तो उसके टाइमली हमें उसको मेंटेनेंस भी ज़रूरी होते हैं. जैसे कि एग्जांपल हम एंटीवायरस को सॉफ्टवेयर यूज़ करते हैं. एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर को हमें हर मंथली अपडेट करना होता है. दैट्स वाई दैट मेक द प्रॉपर यूज़ ऑफ दिस एंटीवायरस सॉफ्टवेयर. So the side by side that is to be maintenance also, that modifying a program after it has been put into and the use to be delivered. That maintenance does not normally involve major change to the system architecture. Changes are implemented by modifying existing component and adding new component to the system. So basically the main attempt to in here to improve the process of the new software development, that there the effort have produced by structure analysis design, object oriented analysis design, that are aided of here engineering that we can do here to improve the software. And the problem there are the many that can be arise according to which we need to be maintained. Some software error can be arise to which we need to be maintained it properly. And there are some one question that can be arise, what type of software maintenance do you think? Do you ever think what type of software maintenance you will give? There is some maintenance that you can give. Maintenance to repair software fault, that is to be corrective. अगर कोई fault आता है तो आप उसको correct करने के लिए आपको ज़रूरत पड़ती है maintenance की. that is correcting coding error, design error or equipment error. And second is the to maintenance to adapt software to a different operating environment, that is called here adaptive. अगर आप कोई एक सॉफ्टवेयर किसी और दूसरे environment पे लगाते हैं तो it's called here adapting, means changing a system so that it operate in different environment. You can say some computer on using over it is the operating system, and it is the initial implementation as well. Third is a maintenance to add to or modify the system's functionality, that is the perfectively. That means अगर हमें कस्टमर की नीड के अकॉर्डिंग हम सॉफ्टवेयर में चेंजेस कर रहे हैं, कुछ मॉडिफाइंग कर रहे हैं, तो मॉडिफाइंग दैट सिस्टम इज टू सेटिस्फाई न्यू रिक्वायरमेंट्स. So next question that you can be raised, you can say which type do you think to be most common? That answer is here. You see in this diagram, distribution of maintenance effort, how much it imply according. This is the chart which represent complete software which cover 17% is the fault repair and 80% is software adaptation and 65% contain the functionality addition or the modification. So over this chart, you this percent you can identify how much the waste the time over the fault repair, and the cost also very required here again. And there's some maintenance cost also, जब आपको कुछ फॉल्ट आ रहे हैं तो आपका जो कॉस्ट है दोबारा कितना उस सॉफ्टवेयर पे लग रहा है, तो ही इज़ यूजली अ ग्रेटर देन डेवलपमेंट कॉस्ट. आपके कई बार जितना कॉस्ट डेवलपमेंट करते जितना उसको करेक्ट करने में या उसको मेंटेन करने में लग जाता है. About lots of amount, it can be double up to be the development cost. So next is the affected by the both technical and non-technical factors से हमें इसको maintain करना होता है. And to increase as software is maintained and maintenance corrupt the software structure, so make the further maintenance more difficult. अगर आपके कहीं पे भी कुछ करप्ट हो जाता है और आप उसको दोबारा मेंटेन करने में दोबारा उसको मेंटेन करना डिफिकल्ट है, दैट्स कॉस्ट कैन बी गो माई अबव द लेवल. सो रादर देन टू मेक दिस मेंटेन इट, वी कैन प्रिपेयर द न्यू वन. Here the aging software can have high support cost, that can be old language and the compiler etc. are the example here. This diagram show you see the blue color that is in front of you. This is the blue color, that is the development cost, and the light blue color, that is maintenance cost. The basically what this diagram represent, अगर किसी सिस्टम वन पे आपने डेवलपमेंट कॉस्ट ज़्यादा लगाई है तो उसमें आपको मेंटेन ज़्यादा करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है. अगर आपने डेवलपमेंट कम किया है तो अकॉर्डिंग टू यू नीड टू बी मेंटेन इट मोर. सो अकॉर्डिंग इफ your development cost is high, so you need to maintain less. If you use less development cost, you need to high maintenance. It's inversely. Next is so what are the cost factor which include in the maintenance is the team stability. That is, maintenance costs are reduced if the same staff are involved with them for some time. As you know, if the team will be stable, then the cost will be remain to be less. And the second is the contractual responsibility. The developer of the system may have no contractual responsibility for maintenance, so there is no incentive to design for future change. Third is the staff skills. Staff skills जो डेवलपिंग है, उनकी जो स्टाफ्स हैं उनकी स्किल्स के ऊपर भी मैटर करता है. दैट मेंटेनेंस स्टाफ आर ऑफन इन एक्सपीरियंस एंड हैव limited domain knowledge, then you require to give them more, and for that you require to be provide them some training base. So it is also provided more cost expended over here. Next point is the program age and the structure. In the program age and the structure, as the program age, the structure is degraded and they become harder to understand and change. Next is the evolution process. एवोल्यूशन जैसे कि हम चेंजेस करके अगर हमारा नया सॉफ्टवेयर रिलीज होता है तो उसके लिए हमारे कुछ प्रोसेस होते हैं दैट इज नीड टू बी फॉलो अप, दैट इज मेंशन्ड हियर. देन एवोल्यूशन प्रोसेस डिपेंड ऑन द टाइप ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर बीइंग मेंटेन्ड. आप कौन सा सॉफ्टवेयर मेंटेन कर रहे हैं एंड डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस यूज़ कर रहे हैं, what are the skill experience people involved, and it can be informal and formalized process. So these can be involved here, and the personal of changes are the driver for system evolution, and change identification and evolution continue throughout the system lifetime. This diagram that show you the change identification and evolution. Here let's show you here चेंज प्रपोजल दैट कम्स इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू फर्स्ट. कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर में अगर कोई आपके आगे चेंज प्रपोजल लेकर आता है दैट वी कैन मेक चेंज इन दिस सॉफ्टवेयर एंड दैट विल बी हाई वैल्यूएबल इन द मार्केट आफ्टर द चेंजेस. हाउ विल इंश्योर? So after that the step goes to software evaluation process. It will check whether this changes will be more effective or not. After that, if will be approved, that after this changes, a new system will be ready and the change identification process is done. This system evolution process cover these areas. The change request first come. After that, it is the impact analysis, what effect will be done of the changes will be seen, and after that they release the planning. The release planning to according to the changes to be done in the software, that can be categorized here. The planning, as we tell you in the last slide, that changes can be done in the fault repair, adaptation, and system enhancement. That can be said the perfection also. In these three categorization, changes done, and under this categorize, after the changes to be done, release planning, the change implementation here to be done, and the system release here over. And if this is in the release system, if the later we do the changes again, we follow these the stages again. These were the steps involved in evolution of process. And here the change implementation if done again, that show the proposed changes that come over here, and requirement analysis to be knows. After that, what requirement to be known, there is need to requirement updating and software development. There are some time of the urgent changes request are come, that urgent, that's the software already to be developed in some time before, but later on some more product you use in the business, and it's very urgent, and you have to need to be in the very less amount of time. So urgent changes may have to be implemented without going through all stages of the software engineering that process. If a serious system fault has to be repaired, and if changes to be system environment, example operating system upgrade, and if there are the business change that require a very rapid response, that I giving you example right now कि business में अगर आपको rapidly कुछ change आता है, तभी ये हो सकता है, कोई serious fault generate होता है, या किसी भी environment changes के according हमें करना पड़ सकता है. Here the some emergency repair, अगर आपको emergency कुछ repair करना होता है, तो they make again change request, they analyze source code, and for then they modify the source code, then finally deliver the modified system. And in this some case we do the software re-engineering. Software re-engineering means आप दोबारा कुछ बना रहे हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर को जो दोबारा बनाते हैं, दैट इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ री इंजीनियरिंग. री इंजीनियरिंग कंटेन द रीस्ट्रक्चर ऑफ री राइटिंग पार्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ द लेगेसी सिस्टम विदाउट चेंजिंग इट्स फंक्शनैलिटी. जो भी आपका सिस्टम बना हुआ है उसके अंदर स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर दे सी इट. एंड इन द सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग दे आर द एप्लीकेबल वेयर some but not all subsystem of larger required frequently maintenance. Next is here, in the re-engineering involve adding effort to make them easier to maintain. आप किसी एक बने हुए के अंदर दोबारा उसके अंदर बना रहे हैं, दोबारा उसको बना रहे हैं, तो उसके अंदर एकदम न्यू वाले एफर्ट्स नहीं होते. आपको स्टार्टिंग फर्स्ट टाइम नहीं बना रहे, जब सेकंड टाइम बनाते हैं तो हमारे एफर्ट्स कुछ पहले से कम होते हैं, क्योंकि हम जब पहले एक बार बना चुके होते हैं उसके अंदर क्या मिस्टेक्स हैं, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, दोबारा वो रिमूव हो जाती हैं. तो देयर इज द लेस एफर्ट एज कम्पेयर टू द फर्स्ट टाइम वी डेवलप. The system may be restructured and redocumented, and it may be modified and updating the structure of system data or translating the system to more modern language. This diagram represents the overall stages that come under the re-engineering. That origin program goes under the source translation because आप उसके अंदर कुछ changes कर रहे हो. That can be go to reverse engineering and the program structure improvement. If it go to the reverse engineering, that goes the program documentation लेते हैं जिसके अंदर जो पहले generate हुए थे, and here the program modularization to be done, and after that program structure. So अगर program structure improvement करते हैं, then here the structure program होते हैं, that goes again finally come under the program modularization. In the program modularization, that go to in modularized program, and the modularized small part में जो modularization होते हैं, that data engineering by original data, and finally re-engineered data is done. Here the in re-engineering process activities are involved. Source code translation, आप कोड के अंदर changes करते हैं, they converted code to new language. Then in the reverse engineering, that analyze program to understand it. Program structure improvement, restructure automatically for understandability. And the program modularization, that is recognize the program structure. And the data re-engineering, that clean up and restructure system data. Here the re-engineering cost factor are these. आप दोबारा कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर बनाते हैं, उनके कुछ फैक्टर्स हैं, कॉस्ट पे आपकी उसकी क्या इफेक्ट करती है. These are the following in front of you. The slide shows the cost factor. The first is the quality of the software to be re-engineered, and second is the tool support available for re-engineering. Third, the extent of data conversion which is required. The fourth is the availability of expert staff for engineering. So this can be problem with the old system, and that is based on technology as no longer widely used. This is the exercise in this session. You can do it. The why would you want to re-engineer a software system, and second, it explain the type of maintenance. Now we are winding up here this session. That's all in the session. Thank you so much. Happy learning. We learn.